Hi everyone, it's Don, and I hope you're having a fantastic week. It looks like those people who are on a 12-day Celebrity Summit cruise are, well, they're off to a very slow start. That's right, the Celebrity Summit, which was supposed to set sail from San Juan on the 17th to various destinations in the Caribbean. Their first stop was supposed to be St. Croix. Well, apparently it didn't leave the ship. In fact, it didn't leave until the following night around 9:40 or so in the evening, where it was supposed to set sail around 5 the day before. So apparently it has some technical issues, which of course could be anything. It could be propulsion issues, it could be a computer glitch, it can be those pesky stabilizers, it can be all kinds of things. And they had to be inspected and fixed before they were allowed to set sail. Even the Coast Guard wouldn't clear them for sailing until the items were looked at and inspected properly. So a lot of people are wondering what happens when that happens. So, well, basically you get stuck in port for another day, and actually being stuck in San Juan, which is a destination port for a lot of cruise ships. In fact, I'm heading there on one of my next cruises, so it's not that bad of a port to be stuck in by no means. However, if you're one of those people who are on this cruises and you're leaving from San Juan, what happens if you already arrived like 3 days early, spent 3 days in San Juan, and now you're ready for your cruise, and okay, well, you're stuck there for another 3 days? Not a horrible situation, just not great. Those of them who flew in the day of, not a big deal, you get to spend the day there. The cruise line itself is offering a $100 onboard credit, and because St. Croix was supposed to be yesterday, and the cruise ship didn't leave until that night, obviously, they'll probably end up skipping that port of call. So you'll probably get your port fees back for that one as well. A lot of people are saying $100 onboard credit for being stuck in a port isn't that great, but it's not really that bad. As you know, I always preach you have to roll with the punches. You can't get upset when things happen, because things happen on cruises. Storms come up, bad weather comes up, ports become unavailable, something happens to the ship, all kinds of things can happen. An airlift needs to be done where you have to change directions so you can meet the helicopter in time. All kinds of things can happen. You just have to learn to roll with it. So $100 onboard credit, I think in this case, isn't really that bad. If you remember, when I was on my transatlantic Royal Princess cruise, we missed Norway, we missed Ireland, and we missed Newfoundland, and we ended up going to 2 other new ports completely in the opposite direction. And at first, they were just offering us $200 onboard credit. They didn't tell us until near the end of the cruise they were also going to give us a 20% discount as well, which was a nice surprise, because most of us were actually okay with just the $200 onboard credit, so the rest was bonus. Who knows, Celebrity might turn around near the end of the cruise, depending on how much this has impacted the cruise, and give a different amount of money or a different onboard credit. But as it stands right now, they were given a $100 onboard credit for each stateroom, which right now I think is fair. A lot of people are saying, yeah, but Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas, they gave everybody their money back. Well, a completely different situation. They ended up canceling that cruise. 500 people on board got sick with the norovirus, and weren't allowed to go to shore even when they got to destinations. So that, yeah, night and day, apples and oranges, you know the story. Those are completely different situations. Who knows, if there continues to be problems on the ship and they miss another port, or they're delayed getting into ports because of it, Celebrity will most likely turn around and offer a higher reward or compensation for their troubles. So right now, you're still on a 12-day cruise. You missed one port, but you stayed extra time in another, which is also a cruise port destination. So I don't think it's that bad. It's just one of those things that you have to prepare for when you're going on a cruise. They don't always run like clockwork. If you go to an airport and you're flying somewhere and your plane's delayed, you don't usually get extra money in compensation because you had to take a later flight, if you know what I mean, and you had to sit around for a little while. So yeah, just the way it rolls. It's a little too bad, but you know what? I'm outside here in Canada and I'm looking outside at the big, huge snowstorm that we just had last night. It's -8 Celsius, Celsius, not Fahrenheit, Celsius here in Canada. And yeah, spending a day in San Juan sounds pretty darn good to me. So I also wanted to bring up yesterday, I did my video on that near the end that I am cruising again next month. And I asked you guys if you had any things, suggestions, where you think I'm going to be going and stuff like that. And I saw a ton of people suggesting where I'm going, even down to the ship, not just the cruise line. And some of you are right. I will say that. I'm not going to announce today which cruise that is. You'll see why when I get to the ship, why I don't want to say anything right now, because it's kind of a surprise to all our viewers out there, everyone who's watching. It's kind of a surprise ship, and something I think that will be a little bit special. So that's why I don't want to announce it right now and ruin it, and who knows what can happen between here and there. And also, I'm doing something, I'm breaking my own rule. I'm breaking my own rule. If you ever hear me preach, or you've ever booked something with me, you know I preach. You fly in the day before. You have to fly in the day before, or you don't take a chance. Well, do as I say, not as I do, because I booked a same day flight to a cruise I'm leaving. And the reason for this is, when you're searching for cruises, the week I'm leaving happens to be here in Canada, the reading week, what they call, or what you would call spring break in the United States, I think, is what you still call it. But yeah, when you're searching for the flights and you say, okay, I'm leaving on a Thursday, or I'm going to leave on a Friday, oh look, return flights, $300. Great. Click on it, start filling out my name, click to pay, and a big warning sign pops up saying your flight price has been changed. It changed from $319 to $1,876 for one person. So needless to say, I didn't like that. I didn't think that was a good deal for me. I would rather take the bus to Miami or Fort Lauderdale or Orlando for $150. So I did find a flight that is attached to the cruise I'm going on with other cruisers that are like part of a package. So the good thing is those people are guaranteed to get to the ship. So I'm tagging along with them. So if there's any issues, hopefully the ship is going to wait for them and we get there on time. So, but flying in February, same day of the cruise, even though it's early in the morning, very scary. Don't like to do it, but I'm breaking my own rules. But I'm saving over $1,350 doing it. Who wouldn't do that for a one-person, one-time flight? That's crazy. So yeah, I am going. I'm sailing next month. A few more details will come out. Coming up soon, I'm going to be talking about our April group cruise, and I'm going to be bringing up some shore excursions and talking about our destinations. So stay tuned for that, as well as all the other cruises I'm planning coming up. My head's spinning with where I want to go this year. I already have a cruise booked for the first 8 months of the year, every 2 months, basically about 60 days apart. So it should be a lot of fun. I hope you're going to tag along with me. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from all over the world, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.